Hey there, guys. This is a very impromptu video, and I am probably not quite as prepared as I normally am when I go live. But I have so many things to tell you guys about, and also a fair amount of unbagging to do. There's Boo. You can see her tail. Hi, Boo. So, some of you have been wondering why I didn't have an auction on Thursday and why I did a buy it now last week. So, here's why. I went on vacation with my husband, and then I snuck back home to New Jersey to see my mom and surprise her for Mother's Day. And I also saw my dad, but he's very tough to get. Hi, Doug. He's very tough to get. So I saw him, and he knew I was coming in. And then my mom did not know I was coming in. So basically, I had my aunt, her best friend, tell her she was picking her up for dinner on Saturday before Mother's Day at 8. And instead of my aunt showing up to pick her up, I showed up to pick her up. And it was very funny because she had picked the restaurant to go to with my aunt. And so she actually picked the place we took her to. And then I stayed a few days with my mom and then spent a few days with my dad. And before that, we went to Mexico because we are vaccinated now. And I'm very happy to see Boo. She's happy to see us. So the unbagging today, which is going to be such a hodgepodge because I'm completely disorganized. We just picked Boo up from the kennel, and so everything's in disarray, but I have to put it away anyway. So I figured I would show it to you guys, and it's in no particular order. None of this is for sale. I'm so sorry, but I have said this on my channel before. Anything that is ever gifted to me or is, a family item, I won't sell. But there might be a few pieces in here that I have from Mexico or that I thrifted that would be for sale. But other than that, I have to keep it all because it's from my mom. These are a few thrifted pieces, so I can share this with you guys. I hope you've been well. I will be back on Thursday for an auction. Right, Boo? Sweet little angel. I'll be back on Thursday for a regular auction. Dawn will not be with me for that one, but she will be for the next. I think the next. I have to check our schedule. I don't know what's going on. You know when you get back from vacation and you're like, I don't know what I do, what I did before, what my job is. So it's going to take me a bit. But anyway, this is a thrifted piece. So this might be something I would sell. But this is a vintage bracelet with all different gemstones on it. I mean, you could see venturine, and you can see pink quartz, rose quartz, and amethyst, and carnelian, and lapis. And they're nice sized chunks, by the way. You can see that for scale, right? My nails are this bright because that's what you do when you go to Mexico. You do crazy nails. So that could be for sale. And these I haven't tested yet, but I believe they are sterling silver. Actually, I don't have tons of time to test everything, but I will test. I'll look at these. I'll do a scratch test, quick scratch. This looked sterling to me potentially. Now I got to get the acid out because I'm on the fence. So let's see. I hope you guys have been doing great and that things are well on your end. I'm so happy to have the vaccine that is not sterling. I really thought that might have been. Anyway, okay. I hope you guys have been well. The vaccine has changed my life. I feel like I am out and about. I'm doing great. We went on vacation. I felt, unsafe on the plane going down to Mexico because I hadn't adjusted yet to everything. And then we got to Mexico and people were wearing their masks to get into the restaurants. And then once seated, everything was as normal, during COVID. You could take your mask off and sit down and eat. But then once I got to New Jersey, everything was indoors. And I started to feel like, okay, I've had the vaccine. Everyone's acting normal. No one's wearing a mask. People are close. These are really pretty. Mother of pearl. Those were thrifted. So on the plane ride back, I felt like 100% like things had changed, also because of the CDC and their new recommendations. So yeah, so I'm feeling great about stuff. Okay, this was from my mom, and she showed this to me, and this was purchased at what's called the Bazaar in her retirement community. And usually people bring their things that they're not using. It's kind of like one big garage sale, and she bought this for $1. That's 14 karat gold, guys. And it's about 9.5 grams with genuine pearls, and it's stunning. And I swapped that away from her. She doesn't wear brooches anymore anyway. So that's 14 karat gold. That was a fun find. This was given to me as a present from my mom, and that is jade and pearl. We were actually together when we bought this from an artisan in one of those crafts/jewelry fairs in New York City many, many years ago. And this chain is my grandmother's, 14 karat. This is from my mom's collection. This is Joan Rivers' piece, which I love. And we were talking about these interchangeable pieces, and she was saying something about, you can go on vacation and just keep changing things, and they look like a completely different piece. And that made me think these are great things to take on vacation, because you can just swap them out and pretty much look different every night. This is in perfect condition. My mom keeps everything in pristine shape. You can see it's in the original Joan Rivers box, which is unbelievable. And then my aunt gave some things to me. She's not a big jewelry person, so that was kind of neat. And this is very pretty, like one of those Y necklaces. Very beautiful with the purple tones that I love. And this is kind of special. I love two of these pieces. One is this crystal. Is this marked? And I thought that was really, really pretty. And I mean, I don't know if this is vintage. Let me look at the lock. No, it's not. It's probably, I don't know, maybe it's 90s. And then these pretty earrings. Hi, Laura. How are you? My Friday is good. I just got back. I was telling everybody from a surprise trip to see my mom for Mother's Day. Just showed up on her doorstep, which was crazy. And I saw my dad as well. I'm just looking at some jewelry that my aunt gave me. She's not into jewelry right now. And this is Donna Karen, DKNY. Very cool toggle on this. And this is my favorite piece, which is a Judith Ripka, rose quartz, sterling silver. I love this piece. I didn't get tears. Oh, here's a good story. I didn't get tears from my mom. My mom's not a big crier, but her mouth was like this for about, I don't know, a full 2 minutes. So that was fun. And she was very happy. We spent a couple of days with her. Of course, Mark came along with me. She hasn't seen me in a year and a half. So that was like so major, because I'm not the type that like went far away for college, and I've never lived in another place. And then I met Mark, and he took me to Chicago because his kids were there, and now to California and hopefully somewhere else after this, like Florida, because I want to move back east. So my parents are not used to having me live away from them. And then COVID happens and I couldn't go home, because even when we lived out in California or Chicago before COVID, I would get home every month. When we lived in Chicago, every 2 weeks, because I have a business there in New York. This is from Mexico. This is a present from me to me. And I love this. I'll have to show you guys what Mark bought me too. I just realized it's in the other room. The folks in Mexico, I mean, I feel like I got so many great deals, and they had really, really lovely pieces. So that was great. I went to Mexico before, New York, New Jersey, and that was great. We went for a full week. How cool are these? These change. And I told you guys malachite is going to be really big this year. I've been seeing in the fashion magazines. So that changes from malachite to mother of pearl. Some of these are gifts, by the way. Like this one, I promised Dawn, because she wanted the opal. I asked her which one. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. This is hers. This is Dawn's. This changes from opal to malachite. So I bought a bunch of those for, for me and friends. So I thought those were pretty darn cool. Guys, I'm not in any particular order. So this is the Mexico collection. And I thought this inlay bracelet was beautiful. So, and there's me, by the way, like downstairs buying silver and then running up to the room and chucking it with a magnet. Seriously. I brought a magnet because I knew I was going to my mom's, and I thought I was going to do a video for my mom's. So I wound up bringing my loop, like a lunatic, a loop and my magnet, so I could go through my mom's things and figure out what was what. Okay, this was thrifted in a thrift store. So my mom lives, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Jersey Shore, and we are not from like the Jersey Shore where the MTV show was shot, which is Seaside Heights, New Jersey. I'm from a town called Matawan. My mom's in Brick right now. And so she lives down there close to the water. We stayed in Spring Lake. This was thrifted. So this was purchased in a thrift store near Spring Lake, and I think that's absolutely beautiful. I have one of those changeable rings from Mexico. Are they 950? They're marked 925. I've only magnet tested them. I have not done a test with the acids yet. I haven't had a chance. We got in late last night, but I will. And wow, Verna, was yours 950? So that's kind of cool. Also thrifted. I thought this was pretty neat. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be there on her nose, but it does kind of give it like some dimension. So I liked it. And what else do I have? Thanks for joining me, guys. 21 of you are here. And I will be back to my auction on Thursday. So, and I have been in touch with Dawn, and I know she's planning a very cool video. So I think she's going to do some stuff where she is. This is a very pretty brooch. I thought this might be 14K, but it's not. But very pretty nonetheless. The stones look really nice too. My mom convinced me to buy this, and she's been watching my videos where I talked about sea creatures. And this is vintage Trifari, and it's all different sea creatures, seahorse, sea star. Very pretty necklace. I liked that one. And yeah, I hope you guys aren't upset that I skipped the auction. I taped it because I knew My mom would be on to me if I did a live auction and I was somewhere that didn't look like my usual room. So I did a quick taping and she didn't know any better where I was. This might be 14 karat. I found this at my mom's. I have to test it. Let's see. This is amazing. Dawn's going to go bazonkers for this. Although I think this might be brutalist, not modernist, but this was my grandmother's. I have to test this for sterling as well. It's so heavy, guys. I mean, it's crazy amazing. Mine is, but it's 15 years old, sandstone and pale green. That's cool. I love this ring. So that was my grandmother's. So that means a lot to me. And this is modern Avon. My mom gave this to me as a little present for my birthday, which was May 3rd. And that's why we went to Mexico. Because last year when I turned 50, I was supposed to go to Hawaii. And we were really looking forward to that trip. And we had to cancel it. And we did do a road trip. But oh no, did I just bend this? No, it's good. This is so heavy, by the way. So anyway, so this year we decided that we would go do a trip to Cancun, and we stayed for a full week, and it was amazing. I've got to ask Dawn about this because this is like, it looks like it would be a Monet or a Trifari, but it is heavy. So it's definitely not, not gold or anything, but I feel like maybe could be, I have to look closer at it, Escada or something like that. I will ask her. And then this is so pretty. I thought this looked like gold plated or something. And it's a very pretty gold bangle. Love it. Love it. And that's my own. Okay. So those are some thrifted and gifted pieces from my mom. And now I'm going to look at some of her stuff. And of course, she said, just sell it if you want to sell it, and, you keep the money. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like when someone gives you something, you keep it, right? Oh, okay. Now I have to tell you guys something special. So now I surprised my mom, right, for Mother's Day. And then 2 days later, we are out to dinner. I took her out to dinner with Mark, and I look up, and there's one of my best friends and my two, you guys know, I always talk about my friend who has two little girls who are like my nieces. So they surprised me. And I haven't seen them in like 2 years. So, I mean, when you haven't seen kids in that long, and we're so good about it. We try and do Zoom so like the kids don't forget me, because one's turning 9 and one's 3. And like the 3-year-old really got to know me on Zoom this last year and a half. And her sister and I are super close. And it was important to me to stay close to her. So now they surprised me. And then there's all these crafts that I came back with that the girls made for me. I can't even tell you what Mark and I had to do to bring all these things back that they made me, because some of them are heavy. They're ceramic, and I would not leave them there, obviously, because these girls worked so hard to make this stuff. But our luggage was way over the 50-pound limit with all this jewelry and stuff. They're so cute. So we had to put all of their gifts in with my jewelry and all over the place. So that's what I'm opening right now. All of these, all these little teeny tiny jewelry boxes with little crafts in them. Okay, but you guys don't want to see all of that. But I'm showing you what I'm opening just because I'm not showing them to you. And that's why, because they are crafts from my nieces. Back to jewelry. Okay, I think we've got the jewelry pieces now. Oh my God, these were my grandmother's. These are outrageous. Now, if they were my grandmother's, that means These were probably, let's say, circa 30s or 40s. Okay, let me show them to you. My hair's in the way. Look how amazing those are. I mean, they're just so pretty, and I would wear them just out to dinner with Mark now. It's just crazy. It's almost 100 years old, right? So I thought those were pretty darn awesome. And my mom keeps everything in great condition, which is, I mean, I'm not as great at that. I mean, I do have some organization with trays and jewelry boxes and things, but she keeps a lot of these things in the original packaging, which is unbelievable. Like this piece. Okay, so this is Kenneth J. Lane, and that's a brooch. And I'm sure that's from the 80s, and I'm also sure she probably wore it twice and then put it right back in the box. And that's why it looks like this, without a stone missing. Looks perfectly new. Isn't that pretty for summer? So it's huge. Gorgeous starfish. And of course, back in style, right? Everything comes back. So that was my mom's. This was a gift from my father. They're not still together. From my father to my mother. And that was purchased in Arizona. And this is, you know, sterling silver. I believe this is Navajo. Not sure. I can't remember what my mom told me. But, I mean, look at the detail etched on there. And it's so pretty. Absolutely beautiful turquoise. So there's that. And then I love these earrings. Oh, my gosh. These are hers, sterling silver. Are those not stunning? Oh my gosh. Love, love, love these earrings. Turquoise and sterling. So I will be rocking those with the bracelet for sure. Okay, these also sterling. My mom, very similar to me, when she was younger, loved clothes, loved shopping, always dressed to the nines. I'm a little more casual probably than she was back in the day, but she also went to an office every day, so different when you work from home. But these are sterling. She has great taste, and in clothes and purses and shoes. She loved it all. Now not as much, which is why I'm getting gifted all of these things. So she, you know, she's much more casual now. And she keeps saying, I said, keep it, these are beautiful. And she said, where am I going to wear it? The supermarket? Which is pretty much, oh, these are marked. Let's see what this says. This is Mexico. TL69 Mexico 925. This is outrageous, also sterling, right? So cool. Look at the scale on that, the shape. I mean, this is really such an artsy piece. Gorgeous. So I love that. So she said, basically, I have no where to wear these pieces, and you should take them and you should sell them. And I'm not selling them, but I did take them. This was my grandmother's, and I believe we called this the thumbprint ring because it looks like, you know, like a thumb, like just a thumbprint, like when you put a thumbprint in a cookie, right? So there's that. All sterling, also sterling. This was actually a gift from from me to my mom. And I remember, you know, I started living in New York on the Upper East Side, and they always sold incredible sterling in that neighborhood on the street. And that's coral, I believe. So that's beautiful. And okay, this is seriously, Dawn's going to go nuts for this ring. And maybe Thelma too. Look at that. Oh, I think this was the Navajo piece. Sorry, it wasn't that bracelet. The bracelet was from Mexico, but this was the Navajo piece. And that is, to me, I mean, just incredible. Absolutely incredible. What do you guys think? Sterling turquoise. Look at the turquoise on that. Unbelievable. Love it. I'm going to wear that to death. And this I have to test. I don't know where she got this. This is not a family ring. It's big on both of us, but it looks vintage to me, and I need to test this and see what the heck this is. So those are some rings, but I'm going to wear this constantly. I just absolutely love that. Love it. And I'm pretty sure if I were to purchase something like that, it's probably $300 to $600. What do you think, guys? I'm pretty sure. So those pieces are expensive. All right. Did I open this yet? Yes. 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 Okay. All right. Now, let's see. Okay. These are for my stepdaughter. These are for Alyssa. Alyssa, if you're watching, my mom sent these for you because she knows you love animal print. So I will put those aside. These are circa 1980s. And those are for you. And this I also have to test. I think this is vermeil, but that is also super cool. And as you guys know, thick links, thick chains, all of that, back in style. And then this is a very pretty ring that my best friend got for my mom, and it's in sterling, and it's one of the stones fell out, so I'm repairing this ring for her because I have all the tools to do so. So MJ, if you're watching, this is not this was not given to my mom to me to keep. It's just to fix so she can wear it because she loves it. And what else do I have in my goodie box, goodie bag? Oh, these are crazy. These are absolutely crazy. These are costume, and look at those. Those are amazing. I think, what did she tell me? I think she got this at a fair or something. They are not sterling, but they are absolutely amazing. I love them. So that's that. And I missed you guys. I missed doing this. And I can't wait to come back on Thursday for an auction. Let me know if there's anything in particular you want to see, and I will go live, and it will not be a buy it now, and we will have a lot of fun. This is ivory, and I learned how to identify ivory recently from Margaret from Texas Gal Treasures, and you probably won't be able to see, but there are kind of like that cross veined look, kind of squares, not squares, but horizontal and vertical lines. So that is ivory. And I don't think my mom bought that. I think that's another thing that she got from the bazaar. Well, she bought it, but at a garage sale. And she didn't know it was ivory. She just thought it was a cool bracelet. Also purchased at the bazaar. She bought this cloisonne bracelet. Very pretty. Very pretty with a white blouse, as you can see. Very nice piece. But the piece that blew me away was the 14 karat gold brooch that I showed you guys earlier. If you didn't see that, this was purchased for $1, and it's about 9 grams of 14 karat gold with pearls. Amazing. These were mine back in the day, and they're hoops, and you could buy these charms to float on them and wear them individually or all at once. And so I took those back. Those were mine. And it's so fun. And of course, they're in perfect condition because my mom had them, not me. As a teenager, if I would have kept those, they would have been all banged up. Yes, Verna, this ring is outrageous, isn't it? Oh my gosh. All right, these are beautiful. My mom wore these a lot. I remember when I was a teenager. And these are like they're probably acrylic. I wanted to say lucite, but I don't think they're lucite. I think they're just acrylic, but they're super pretty. Beautiful. Fun earrings. God, the 1980s, right? Unbelievable. I've got to buy more jewelry boxes and jewelry trays. I brought so much stuff back with me. This is absolutely insane. These are not vintage. I don't know when she bought these. Sometime in the 2000s. They're very pretty though. And these were one of her favorite earrings of all time, and they're really pretty. That feather motif, really well done with the crystals. Beautiful. So, gosh, she had nice stuff. And you know where she keeps her stuff, which I think, if it's not in the original packaging, which in many cases it is, she has all of her boxes, but she also keeps many of her things in one of those tool chest trays where you pull out the little drawers where people keep screws and nails and things. And a lot of the stuff stays really beautiful because it's enclosed, right? This is sterling and malachite. I don't know if you can see that. There's a heavy patina on that. That was my grandmother's. And this was also my grandmother's. This is sterling and raw amethyst. Look how high up that is. That's incredible. So I love that. Here is an absolutely amazing sterling link bracelet. And I believe that's amethyst and quartz. So that's super pretty. And this was bought in Israel. And I have to test this. I'm going to put this aside to test. She thinks that's jade. And this is all enamel on sterling. And unfortunately, it kind of started wearing down. I'm not sure how to fix that, but this is beautiful. And, you know, I remember my grandmother wearing this, and my mother too. They shared jewelry. So that's a very unique piece. I love that. I don't know what that is. It looks like maybe a turtle. Can you see that face? So that's pretty cool. This she bought for me because it looks like Boo. You see her little eyes? So cute. That's obviously costume. And these they're almost like paper. Look how thin they are. They're laminated paper and hand painted. So pretty incredible. And these are sterling and amber. I mean, I made out like a crazy bandit. I don't know where I'm going wearing all this, but I'm going somewhere. They're very pretty. Can't remember what she said about these. These might have been mine, which I can believe because I love a hoop. They're like a clover style. And then the reason this was in this box is because this is the interchangeable Joan Rivers earring with coral and turquoise and onyx and I think pearl. Oh, hi, Boo. So pretty amazing stuff in there. Hi, honey. Did you miss Mommy? Did you miss your mom? Can you guys hear Boo? My little angel. You're my little angel. Oh, these are beautiful. Oh my God, I loved these. Please be in one piece. Okay, how stunning are these? These are sterling silver and abalone shell. I don't think I've ever seen abalone look this purple and blue and green. I feel like the colors are insane on these. Gorgeous. Those are delicate. I need to put these aside somewhere. Okay. You guys can imagine how heavy my suitcase was compared to how it was coming back was like Looney Tunes. This is similar to what I showed you before, except the other is abalone. This is mother of pearl. Really pretty. I know, Kathy, right? Yes, I will absolutely treasure all of this. For sure. I mean, it's been in my family for a long time. My mom's had it for now 40 years. Some of my grandmother's stuff is here. So, you know, so special. Oh God, here comes more sterling. Look at this. All right. Now, Dawn, brace yourself. How cool are these? We love hearts. They are huge. Gorgeous sterling silver hearts. And these, which I love. These were very popular in the 80s. Sorry, I'm still like backwards on StreamYard. These beautiful starfish earrings. Love those. These were my grandma's. So I love those hoops. I love any hoops, but especially because they're my grandma's. She passed away. My grandma passed away the day of my last radiation treatment in 1996. So I always feel like she kind of traded her life for mine. Just weird thought, but that's how I feel. It's very ironic, sadly ironic. So that's the sterling pieces, the sterling earrings. And thankfully the pandemic's almost over, so I'll be going out wearing these things instead of wearing them to my Zoom calls. These were mine. I know what's in here because it's so light. These were, don't tell me I lost one of these. Up there. These were mine, and they went with my, my parents gifted me, where's my loop? 14 karat gold and diamond earrings. Yeah, $750. And these went with those. And you guys remember these. You would put the diamond in the center of the flower. So that's mine. She stayed until she knew I was safe. Yes, I think, Tammy, that's a really, I think, sweet sentiment. And yeah, that makes me want to cry, but in a good way. Yeah, I was very sick for a long time. And my grandmother, as I was getting better, my grandmother was getting worse. Those are outrageous. These are not sterling, but they're amazing. Absolutely amazing. My grandmother and my mom were very, very close. So, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I got a little verklempt, as we say, on my Jewish side. This is sterling. Great bracelet. I loved wearing this. I need to test this. This was my grandmother's. Very heavy. Almost positive it's sterling. And this is also sterling. So it's kind of that Greek key look. I asked my mom, I said, it looks like grandma really loves sterling. And she said, you know, we didn't have a lot of money. And grandma loved jewelry, and so she wound up with a lot of sterling pieces instead of 14 karat gold. So that's why there's so much sterling here. But of course now, you know, back then sterling wasn't as expensive. Now we know sterling is pricey, not as pricey as gold, but you know, it's still worth a fair amount. So that's it. That was my haul from home. And what a treat it was to go through the jewelry with my mom and spend time with her, looking at it all and sharing memories. And I'm just putting it all back now. And that was really awesome. And I do have some jewelry to open because, of course, God forbid, I take a break from buying from Goodwill. And I was still doing that on vacation. And now things are starting to arrive, which is awesome. So I will be making those videos too. And I will see you guys on Thursday for another live auction, and I hope you will join me. Please feel free to email me if there's anything in particular you'd like to see at that auction. And I wish you guys a really good, happy, fun weekend. I'll see you next week. Love you guys. Bye.